and to the nation of Cameroon. We'll pray for them. I was in a prophetic vision on the 8/24/2025. It was a Sunday. And in this vision, I was in a prophetic vision this morning, and in that vision, I was in a classroom with many others. It seems like no lectures was going on, and so we were all sitting and doing other things. While sitting, I was preoccupied with my first vision I had about the country Cameroon. And I wanted to go to the country to find the actual person God was speaking to me about. Suddenly, a man with his aide entered into the classroom, and he seems to work in that school and perhaps a lecturer. He made this statement, and for some reason I want to hold the name. I don't know. I will say the first name. He made this statement: Indy. And there was another name that he mentioned. He says Indy has gone to Ghana to invite the NDC flag bearer for 2024, who is now the president of Ghana, called John Dramani Mahama, to Cameroon to help him concerning the elections, because he wants to stand for president. And it seemed like it's a big deal, and the press was all over it. So he is alerting us to be aware of it. It roused my interest, and I asked him a question about the dream I had. I said this. I said, did this Indy, and I'm leaving the last name or the other names that were mentioned out of it. I said, did this Indy guy stayed in the UK before? And he answered and said yes. He had, as a matter of fact, he came to Cameroon because he married and the wife was in Cameroon. And then I said, wow, this is my guy I'm looking for. He's going to win the elections. I said this, walking back to my seat. And there was another question that came to mind to ask. But when I turned to ask the man, he had left our class. And this was the question whether the Indy guy had run for president before. I couldn't ask that. The moment I turned to ask, the man had left and gone with his aide. And then I woke up from this vision. And I've had the privilege to have this. What God is saying is this: there is a man that God is preparing for the nation of Cameroon, that is raising up to champion the cause of the nation. And Nana, the sitting president now, which is from the NDC or National Democratic Congress, NDC, National Democratic Congress. The person that God is raising or preparing to come and sit on the seat to rule the nation Cameroon is going to come in the spirit of this current Ghana government. Within a short time, the nation will be restored. The France CFA or the CFA will be restored back to its potency. There will be a lot of developmental progress that will be made, a lot of changes that will be made, and the nation will be restored back to its glory. And as I'm talking now, the man is being prepared. This coming election on October, right now there is a conspiracy in the spirit, and it's a good conspiracy. However, this man called Paul something Bia, with dubious ways, he will manipulate the process of the election, and he would ascend onto as a winner if the election should be held today. He would win the election, not by a legitimate means, by illegitimate means. However, God said there is still somebody he is preparing, that the person is coming, and by the reason of this man, because I don't see the man on the seat for long. I'm not seeing the man on the seat for long, because when the election is held and he manipulates the elections and he wins, there will be issues that would arise. But I'm seeing that a man is rising from the soil, and the man will be unstoppable. And I'm seeing that the man will have the backing of the church, will have the backing of the military, will have the backing of the people, and the man will come unstoppable, and the man will ascend onto the seat. I don't know how God is going to make it, but I'm seeing that this Paul is in a vision. I'm seeing him sitting on the throne. Suddenly I'm seeing somebody come from nowhere, push the man out of the throne, push the man on the floor, and the man could not rise up again. And I saw the other man sat on it, and I saw the entire nation celebrating and jubilating. The Lord said there is a man he's preparing, and I'm not permitted, I wasn't even permitted to mention the name. I had two names, for both the first name, the last name. He says he has been in the UK. He had come to Cameroon because he's married and the wife is in Cameroon as I'm talking now, and God is preparing that man. I had a privilege, somebody contacted me from Cameroon, says he has access to all the the opposition candidates. He sent me all, and he says I should pray. Is this the one is coming and all that? But I looked at all the opposition, and the ones he sent me, I didn't see the person God showed me in it. So which means that what I'm saying, the current man is going to actually take the position. Then after that, God will raise the person. Because I don't know whether they did not send me their complete names or whatsoever, but I've never seen somebody by name Indy in it. I-N-D-I or Indy. It sounded Indy. I don't know whether it's a short name for something, but it sounded Indy. So we are praying. There is going to be an uprising, a good one, and this government will be toppled down. And I am still standing by my belief too. I had a belief the other time, and God said, separate your belief from my word. But I do believe, it is my personal conviction, that as a man Paul comes on, he will not last. He will not serve. Is it 7 years or 8 years? 7 years. He will never serve it. And if he does what I see him doing, he will die a shameless death. He will die a shameful death. I said, I believe within 2026, 2027, he will not be on the throne the first time. That was my belief, and I still stand by that conviction. But God is preparing a man for the country, and that man will take how Ghana is now. It will be better than that. And it looks as if the person will have same qualities, same affinity to the National Democratic Congress. I don't know whether the party the person is going to form or come into will be, or whatever organization is going to rise up in, will have either a Democratic Congress, a National Democratic Congress, something like that. I really don't know. But he says he's inviting the Ghana president, John Dramani Mahama, who is a flag bearer of NDC party. It is National Democratic Congress, and there is a reason why. They share in the same ideas. They share in the same vision for the nation. And the man will lift Cameroon to the next level. This is the word of the Lord to the nation. There is a man God is preparing. And the man is rising up. So the Francophone, the CFA